GDR R35 2008 Japanese model, and today we'll be installing the Tesla screen inside the GDR. I'll show you how to install this huge screen that replaces the dash buttons, the rotaries, and it gives you a large 9.7 inch screen in replacement of the keypad and the stock screen there. You can get this screen from Nifty City. NiftyCity.shop is their website. It comes with all the harnesses, keeps your steering controls, factory reverse camera, and integrates the climate control into this Tesla screen. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these side trims here. So just stick in a dash removal tool just in there and then pry it out towards you just like that. That side trim will pop out once you've given it enough pressure, just like that, as you can see there. And then you can go ahead and grab onto it from the side and then you can just pull it out just like that. Same thing for the other side. And then we'll go ahead and remove all 4 screws. Once you've removed the 2 bottom screws underneath the screen, you can go ahead and pry out the outer trim. I usually just place my thumb there and then lift upwards and then work your way around with the dash removal tool, just like that. And then just use a thumb to push up the air conditioning vent, and then you want to go ahead and remove the top 2 screws above the screen. And then once you've removed all 4 screws around the screen, you can go ahead and safely remove the screen. You can go ahead and disconnect both connectors at the back of the screen. There's a blue LVDS and a 12-pin connector behind the screen. Please disconnect those. Okay, once you've disconnected the screen and the keypads, you want to work your way down around here. You want to remove the transmission trims and the gear knob shifter, and then you want to remove this trim here so you can get to the head unit. Let's go ahead and pry the trim and then lift it just like that. Next we must remove this transmission trim. Before you do that, let's remove the gear knob shifter. So drop this casing here and then pull out the metal pin. Slide out the pin towards you just like that. And then go ahead and you lift the gear knob shifter and the trim. And then you can safely remove this trim here. Remember to disconnect the plug at the very front and disconnect the quick start button as well. Next you want to go ahead and remove the CD player trim. There are 2 screws above and below the trim. Once you've removed all surrounding 4 black screws, go ahead and pry out the trim, and then there's a connector up here that you must remove. You might find it easy to remove this trim. Remove the aircon vent just like that, just like that. Easy. Then we just need to disconnect the head unit as a last step. Keep the connectors as we will be looping them with the harnesses sent by Nifty City. Let's go ahead and remove the head unit and disconnect all the connectors from it. Okay, now that the head unit, the screen and all the dash trims have been removed, we need to connect all the connectors that Nifty City has provided in this harness with the Tesla screen there, with the factory connectors. Now, not to worry about this part, as all the connectors are pretty straightforward and they only fit in one spot. So go ahead and connect all the relevant connectors with the factory ones, and then go ahead and connect the power to the Tesla screen, power it up and see if it works and test everything. Then you're good to go ahead and put everything back in its position. So let's go ahead and try everything. Okay, so here are all the connectors. Okay, once you've gone ahead and connected all the applicable connectors that are used for your GTR, you can go ahead and slap on the Tesla unit, everything out, including CarPlay, steering controls, AC controls, and ensure all your connections, plug in all your accessories. Once you've checked all that and you're happy with it, you can go ahead and place the Tesla unit onto the dashboard. It will have a perfect fitment, so you don't need to do much around here. All looks good, ready to go. Okay, we're now ready to pack the Tesla screen back in its spot, hide the wires, put all the dash pieces back, and we are ready to use CarPlay. Okay, once you've packed all the wires and connectors neatly behind the dash and brought out the USB input from the Tesla unit, you can go ahead and screw in the 2 screws at the top and then 2 here. Okay, before you fully commit to putting the Tesla unit on, we do need to put the CD player trim back in its position. We need to put this first, then we need to put the hazard light trim just because it clips in beneath the Tesla unit, and then the Tesla unit will connect last. And just like that, I've put the trim back. So in order, the CD player trim, then the transmission trim, then the hazard light trim, then the Tesla unit, then pop back the aircon vents and the surrounding, and then the last few pieces would be these side trims here that would go back into their original position as well, just like that. And then the same thing for the other side, and just like that. And then you go ahead and put back the gear knob shifter and make sure everything is nice and clean as it's supposed to be.